Welcome to my Days of Our Lives official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Eric's treat for Sloan, Lani's bittersweet reunion, Stefan's awful order. Days of Our Lives reveal that Eric Brady will realize Sloan Peterson Brady's Valentine's Day was disappointing, so he'll decide it's time for a do-over. DOL suckers can anticipate Eric to pull off a grand gesture for Sloan, who'll be pleasantly surprised over the study he puts into seeing her. Although Sloan's been frustrated over Eric only fastening on Jude Brady recently, this should give her some hope that they'll be suitable to find a better balance. Over with Stefan DiMera, he'll exchange updates with Clyde Weston during a tense phone call. Since Harris Michaels is awake, Clyde will push Stefan to finish him off before he remembers too important. Days spoilers say Stefan will ask how he's supposed to do that when Harris is under surveillance at the sanitarium. Still, Clyde will push Stefan to find a way, that's if he wants to keep his precious Gabby Hernandez DiMera alive. Stefan will end up disguising himself as a croaker before the week winds down, so he'll plan to give Harris a fatal injection to misbehave with Clyde's demands. Meanwhile, Ava Vitale and Steve Johnson will get some important news about Trip Johnson and Wendy Shin, so that could involve an indication about their position. Nonetheless, Wendy and Trip will remain locked up for now, so Days spoilers say they'll pass the time by letting their imaginations run wild. It'll offer a little bit of fun despite Trip and Wendy's terrible circumstances, which are only going to get worse in the coming occurrences. Until also, let's talk about a couple of familiar faces. Days spoilers indicate that Eli Grant and Lani Grant will visit Paulina Price in the sanitarium now that Lani's been released from captivity. Paulina will be pleased to see Lani and Eli again, but they'll snappily notice how weak she seems. Once Eli and Lani hear all the rearmost details of Paulina's health, they'll surely have enterprises. It looks like Paulina will need a heart transplant if she hopes to survive, so Lani will lean on Abe Carver for comfort. This reunion with Paulina, Abe and Chanel DiMera will be bittersweet for Lani since Paulina's condition will be fleetly deteriorating. Days of Our Lives spoilers say effects are going to get worse before they get better. Teresa swaps Sloan in as Tate's lawyer. Fierce legal strategy pushes Justin out. Days of Our Lives reveal that Teresa Donovan and Brady Black will plan to do whatever they can to help Tate Black get off the hook. Tate isn't responsible for giving Holly Jonas the medicines that put her in a coma, but he's been stuck facing the consequences anyway. Since Tate feels like his parents haven't been doing enough to fight for his freedom, Days spoilers say Brady and Teresa will try to amend that during the week of March 4th to 8th. Still, it looks like Teresa and Brady will have veritably different approaches to working Tate's problem. Days spoilers say Brady will turn to Nicole DiMera for backing since he'll want a chance to talk to Holly as part of his own tactic, but Nicole may shut him out and contend that Holly needs her rest. It wouldn't be surprising if Brady strikes out since Nicole is concentrating on Holly's recovery right now. DOL suckers know Holly is dealing with some memory problems after her coma awakening, so she might not be important help anyway. Indeed, if Brady could speak with her and try to get her to flashback that Tate's innocent. As for Teresa, she'll decide Tate could use a fierce new legal strategy, so she'll supposedly give Justin Kiriakis the charge, and Tate will be completely on board with that plan. Justin is a good counsel, but he's not a wolf like Sloan Peterson Brady. That's why Teresa will change in Sloan and let her work her magic rather. Days spoilers say Sloan will indeed have some big ideas on how to defend Tate and make his legal dilemma go down. Knowing Sloan as well as we do, those ideas could involve playing dirty. This could lead to some conflict, especially if Teresa cuts Justin loose without Brady's knowledge. That news could beget a reversal in all the relating Brady and Teresa have been doing recently. Nonetheless, Teresa will want to support Tate and will maybe feel this will prove she's married to getting him out of trouble by any means necessary. Days of Our Lives spoilers say Sloan will come out swinging once she's officially hired. Eli and Lonnie return, imagination distraction, Valentine's do-over, deadly demand. Days of Our Lives spoilers for Thursday, February 29th reveal that Ava Vitale and Steve Johnson get news about the hijacking victims. Trip Johnson and Wendy Shin distract themselves in prison with their imagination. Lani Price, Grant and Eli Grant return to Salem. Clyde Weston issues a deadly order. Plus, Eric Brady plans a Valentine's Day do-over. Days of Our Lives Eli Grant and Lani Price, Grant returned. DOL reveal that Eli and Lani return to Salem. The comeback will be bittersweet, however. Lani was released from captivity, and when she returns with Eli, it'll be to support Paulina Price. Days of Our Lives. Eli and Lonnie return, imagination distraction, Valentine's do-over, deadly demand still. Kayla Johnson gave Chanel Dupree and Abe Carver astounding news about Paulina's heart health. In an exercise clip, Lonnie heartbreaks to Abe about Paulina's health. DOL imagination distraction over with the double hijacking victims. There will be some imagination distraction. Wendy formerly had a fear attack in prison. With nothing to do but sit and stay to be saved, Trip and Wendy distract themselves by using their imagination. Speaking of the double hijacking, Ava and Steve will get an update about Trip and Wendy. Days of Our Lives. Valentine's Day do-over. Days of Our Lives reveal that Eric will surprise Sloan Peterson Brady with a Valentine's Day do-over. Still, Commodity tells us that there might be another interruption. Maybe the pressure from the blackmail and keeping the Jude Brady secret will make Sloan blurt out an unforeseen concession or rant about the baby. DOL on Suckers can anticipate Stefan DiMera to get deadly orders from Clyde. In an exercise clip, Stefan addresses to Clyde on the phone and mentions how heavily covered Harris Michaels is in the sanitarium. Clyde does end care and demands Stefan get relief of Harris for good. So, anticipate Stefan to slip a croaker. Disguise eventually this week, but will he really be suitable to follow through with murder? Which plot are you looking forward to seeing the most on Thursday, February 29th? What are your prognostications for Trip, Wendy, Steve, and Ava? What does the unborn hold for Stefan, Eric, Sloan, Paulina, and the other residers of Salem? All about Eli and Lonnie's return. They're back, and from what we can tell formerly, they're better than ever ahead. Of course, we're talking about Days of Our Lives power couple Eli and Lonnie, as they've returned to Salem just in time to help show their support for Paulina as she's presently dealing with her health extremity. Keep reading below for everything you need to know. Days of Our Lives. All about Eli and Lonnie's return. According to the rearmost edition of Soap Opera Digest, effects are getting worse by the day for Paulina. That's why Lonnie, her son, returned along with her hubby Eli by her side. And it seems like they're about to get some wild news as Paulina finds out that she may need a heart transplant. Lamont Archie, who plays Eli on the mega-hit Peacock Cleaner, Trials, it's her mama and Commodity serious to do with her heart. It's surely a no-brainer to come back home and touch base, see what's going on and be of any help that they can be. Lamont says that he did and indeed vacillate when he got the call to return to the show. He said, "I knew it was for a good cause and I am always over for anything that has to do with the Paulina and Abe. Anything that has to do with their plot is always good." Not only that, but Lamont also says that it's been awful to work with Hisco star Sal Stowers again. He noted, "So much has gone on in our lives in between our days stints. We were presumably indeed talking in between scenes, when we should have been, laughs. I do believe that they realized that the situation was as grave as it is. They knew it was serious, because they came out enough snappily. But I suppose it was a shock for both of them to find out how serious effects were and how snappily effects demanded to be acted upon. I mean, it's heavy, and there's a huge story that went on previous to this that the suckers formerly know about, Lonnie literacy, that Paulina is her mama. Days of Our Lives. What's next for Eli and Lonnie? Days of Our Lives airs on the Peacock streaming service. Suckers will simply have to tune in each and every day to find out what will be next. Tell us, what do you suppose of this story? Drop us a line in our commentary section below with your studies. Also, watch this space as we've a feeling there's so much further juicy drama to come. Also, don't forget to come back right then for all the rearmost news and gossip about all of your favorite British royals, Hollywood actors, and reality TV stars. We've got you covered.